Hello, scary movie lovers. It's the Jay Shrey Way. We got trailers to react to today that are in the horror genre. Sadly, not Halloween Ends. That's next week. Believe it, I will be reacting to that. Today we have Orphan First Kill, which is a prequel to the 2009 Orphan movie that some of you might remember. I had to revisit it before I did this video just to remember what happened other than that big twist. Spoilers for that movie. The twist was crazy. You figure out the orphan is actually like 30 years old and she's a fucking crazy woman. And this movie, they're using the same actress, and she's aged up now. She's like 20-something in real life, and they're making this a prequel to how she looked in the first one, so she obviously is going to look older. I guess we're going to have to just suspend disbelief. The concept's already wacky as hell, and it's cool that they're doing it, and I'd rather them just use the actress and not de-age her, which I've heard they're not doing the CGI de-aging. They're just going to shoot it in certain locations and lighting to make her look like that same age. But she was really young when she filmed that. I don't know the exact age, but she was at least a teenager. Now, like I said, she's 20-something. She's playing supposed to be a 13-year-old or 12-year-old in the movie. I'm not sure how many years this takes place before the Orphan 2009. But it's a franchise that I don't really care for, but it's cool that they're keeping it alive, mainly due to the returning actress playing Esther. It has me curious. It's a really ballsy choice, but I'm excited to see what they do with it. I believe it's going to theaters and Paramount Plus. It's going to one of the streaming services. So when they do that, it shows they're not that confident in it when they release it side by side or straight to streaming, as we've seen. But people are suckers for horror. It's one of those genres that just sells if it's good or bad. I have a good feeling about this one. We're about to find out what it's all about right now.
What is he doing here?
We found your daughter. She's alive.
Be prepared for changes. We have a child therapist that she'll be working with. 4 years is a long time.
I like that actress.
She
She's
needs
really
right
good.
now is our family. Esther?
She's the one from Gone Girl, I think.
Sweetheart, it's Mommy.
No, that's not her. Maybe. God, she looks creepier now.
Welcome home, Esther.
Not trying to sound
We
rude.
left it just as it was.
It's lovely to be back. I miss my family very much.
Our goal here is helping Esther acclimate back into life within the family unit.
Don't let her around birds.
Sorry.
I think something's going on with Esther.
Is there anything you want to tell me about your time away?
How's that possible? 4 years ago, she was still drawing stick figures.
Esther's behavior has been so erratic.
Hello, Mommy. Thank you, Mommy. I know, Mommy.
I did notice some inconsistencies.
Oh God.
To me, it felt like a performance.
That looks like a pretty creative scene with
You're
the
not Esther.
neon
Who are
lights.
You gotta give.
Mommy, I made it for you.
Oh man.
And let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of. The story of. The story of.
Creepy music.
The story of.
The mother protects her family. No matter what.
That's the story of. That's the glory of love.
Yes. Ooh, I like that logo. All right. I'm pleasantly surprised for the return of this franchise. That looks really interesting. It looks smart. It looks like they're doing some clever things. The trailer did exactly what you want out of horror trailers. Also showed you a lot of shit, which they always spoil stuff from the final act in horror. It's in every time, every year they do that. But it looks like there's some interesting scenes going on. That stuff with the neon lights, that'll probably set up for some suspenseful kill in that location, which will look sweet with blood splattering all over the walls in there. And also the big finale shot of her walking through the house on fire. That could be the ending scene if I had to guess. It looks like they're going to do some interesting stuff with the mom where she believes in her or sides with her, might sacrifice herself for her, something like that. Because I don't know if we heard about this family in the original Orphan, which was a sequel to this technically, because this is the prequel. So I'm gonna go back and rewatch that and see if they mention any of these characters before. I know you hear about some people she killed. So most likely this family's gonna die, or they're gonna do some really good trick. This is one of the stories we didn't hear about. through her murders and all that. Whatever happens, it's going to be ugly, and it's going to put her on the path that we saw her on in the movie from 2009, where she is pretty crazy and she's pretty resentful. You see some of that in this trailer, and I'm wondering what brought her to that point. I want to see her decline into madness. I love when characters do that, and I really want them to kind of do a trick with the audience, try to make us feel for her maybe. That's always interesting when they do that, and it looks like this movie might actually be smarter than people are expecting. I'm excited for it. I probably will see it in theaters. I love seeing horror movies with a packed crowd in the dark. It's the best way to do it. But if not, you can catch it on Paramount Plus, as they said. And yeah, I do not work for them, but check out the app. They got Sonic 2 on there, one of the best movies of the year. That's it for this one, guys. Between this, Prey, Halloween Ends, we got a few returning franchises in the horror vein to look forward to get us into spooky season. And I'm all here for that. It's my favorite time of the year, and I'm very excited for this one. Thanks for stopping in the Jay Shrey Way. If you're new, subscribe, comment. Let me know if this hits your taste buds. I really want to know what people think of this one. It could be a huge flop, or it could be a hidden gem. We will see. Stay tuned for more, guys. See you later.